comes from proper...
The City of Johannesburg's billing system is again under the spotlight. Although the city failed to respond to questions regarding its billing methods, it is alleged that it has been using an international billing program dubbed SAP for over 50 years. The system is said to be deliberately manipulated not to write off prescribed debt. Prescribed debt is debt that becomes legally uncollectible after a certain period. The Ombudsman reportedly ordered the city to correct the Society for the Blind's account and write off the prescribed debt older than 3 years. But the society says it's been plagiarized by the Metro to sign an acknowledgement of debt for millions of rents that they've been disputing. For electricity, the debt has escalated to 9.8 million rand, for water 26 million rand, and rates and other services it's approximately 19.7 million rand. The society depends on grants and says it can't afford to pay such excessive debt. Founded in 1926, the Society for the Blind provides accommodation, medical care, and social services for the visually impaired.
The Johannesburg Society for the Blind has had no water for the last 5 years. And that stems from the billing issues with the City of Joburg, the Joburg Water Division, wherein we were billed on average between 400 and 250,000 rands on a monthly basis. And that's the reason why that bill had accumulated to a point where Joburg Water plug and cut our water. But upon investigation, even by themselves, when we were presenting to the Ombudsman of the City of Johannesburg, it has been found that we have a meter that is situated at the property next door and 3 other properties by admission from Joburg Water, that there are other 4 in total meters that don't belong to the Johannesburg Society for the Blind, hence the huge bill.
The blind community say their rights have been violated.
16 months ago was the living hell for us, people with disability. I think it's democracy, but you don't feel that like we're living in democracy. I feel like now we are in like rural areas where there is no water and electricity. You know what, I think government is failing us and it doesn't care about us, people living with disability. Besides the bills and all the stuff, all the issues, but I think they should have prioritized that people with living with disability, they have rights to have electricity, they have rights to have water. We're now in March, which is Women's Rights Month, but now we are frustrated because we don't have electricity, we don't have water.
Non-profit organization, the Sharing Kindness Foundation, which assists the vulnerable with their municipal debt, believes the city has created its billing crisis.
The City of Johannesburg has created their own billing crisis. There is no reason for them to have a billing crisis at all. Legally, they are supposed to remove illegal prescribed debt and interest off the accounts. They are not doing it. They have become a law unto themselves. And the problem is that they are trying to force people, well, they are forcing people under duress to sign acknowledgements of debt for debt that's actually prescribed by law. Well, they've got a SAP program that's over 50 years old. If today is the 13th of March 2025, then the debt on accounts on which VAT is charged older than 3 years. So the 13th of March 2022, anything older than that, people should not be signing acknowledgement of debt on debt that's older than 3 years. It's illegal what they are doing.
Without electricity, we couldn't power the borehole, so we had to put measures in place to get solar power to be able to power the electricity and provide some lighting and some plug points. But at this stage, we still don't have a full supply. And year in and year out, we've been asking City Power, please, can we be migrated to prepaid electricity so that we can do a pay-as-you-use, because the residents of this place need electricity. It's been 16 months. They've survived the one winter. We are heading to the second winter without any form of heating in their rooms. So ours really, at this point, we would really love to have the entire place converted to solar and get off grid so that we don't have to rely on the City Power's electricity.
City Power has conceded that they've previously had challenges with their billing system and methods wherein it didn't show an accurate reflection of consumption. The power utility has advised the Society for the Blind to apply for a tariff downgrade. It further explained that if the organization hasn't applied for any service termination, it will continue charging them.
With this case was really forced to take an unpleasant decision to cut off supply of the electricity to the school, as the bill had reached something in the region of about 10 million rands and had become unsustainable for us to basically continue to provide electricity to the school. The reason why City Power continues to build the Johannesburg School for the Blind is due to what we call the fixed charges and also maintenance charges that are applicable even when the electricity supply has been disconnected. Like if, for example, which is the case that we are hearing about the school, that they've actually moved to off-grid solutions, and therefore they are not using as much electricity as they used to. So what this means is that the billing that they will continue to get is the one that covers fixed charges. These are the charges that are billed for customers just to ensure that there is supply of electricity on your wall.
City Power says it's willing to sit with the Society for the Blind and come up with solutions. The City of Johannesburg provided SABC News with a vague response that was previously issued to another media house and ignored the rest of the questions provided to them. It's not the first time that the city has been taken to task for the inaccuracy of its invoices, with some disputes ending in litigation. Refile Mekwa, SABC News, Johannesburg.